All right, we're just going to hop right into the fun, you guys. And this has been like a shoot from the hip kind of tournament, so I'm just going to do the same with the commentary, you guys. Let's just go ahead and take a look at our players here. In the red, spawning on the right side position, we've got Tool, who is the higher seed based on his bitchin' performance in the QuakeLive portion of the tournament. And in the blue, spawning on the left side, we've got bmywife as the Terran. Antigua Shipyard, a very cool map. This is one of those maps where it's very tempting to do an early expand because you've got the ramp right there. And I would not be surprised at all. I don't know. See, I have got no idea about these guys' skill levels. And that's something that I wonder if I could hack it. Let's see if I can hack some skill levels off the chat list. I doubt I can. Nope. Okay. I've got no ability to look up any skill levels or ladder during a game. Bummer, bummer. I wouldn't be surprised, though. We see the Zerg going to 15 drones here. And, you know, that always spells a nice little hatch first build. Well, let's see. Scouting drone's going to go out at the same time. It's going to hit 300 right away. Throw down that hatch first. Very nice. bmywife's going to come in and scout this. And, you know, judging by the timing of the 15 hatch and the nice timing with the drones coming out, I would say that there's some pretty decent skill coming out of Tool in this StarCraft game here. So you better watch out. This guy is sick at Quake, and he's pretty darn good at the StarCraft already. First barracks now complete for bmywife. You see the early gas went down, but he didn't put anything in gas. Oops. Either that or he's just going to stick with the mineral heavy play for a while, but usually when you go early gas like that, you mean to get gas very quickly. And I think he finally realizes this. And actually, no. Wow, okay, he's only going to put one guy in gas. And actually, that's kind of interesting. You know, that's sort of a sign that, well, maybe you're wrong, Rance. Maybe he's doing this on purpose. We'll see. Early hatch finally finishing up here for the Zerg. Tool. And the spawning pool goes down as well, so everything's cooking away nicely here. No speed, though, as you can see. And he saved his minerals to get 2 queens simultaneously in the Zerg base. There's over the Terran here. You see the tech lab going on down on the barracks, and a 3rd barracks being added here. So we're going heavy bio, even though there's not much production coming out of the barracks right now. There we go. Finally starting a Marauder up. So 2 Marines and a Marauder are going to be the opening here for the Terran. bmywife. Speed starting up super late here for Tool. But it's just fine because he got the early expand on, and now you can see the supply is starting to get a little bit lopsided right now. A few units pushing out of the Terran base right now from bmywife, going to spot the couple Zerglings. And I like the 2 Zergling configuration here. It's going to allow 1 more drone to be created. And, you know, take a look at the supplies right now, you guys. It's 42 to 28, the supply, with 32 drones already for the Zerg player. So, quite a macro path for our friend Tool. And this is a good response here from bmywife. The 3 racks expand officially is what it's called. It's an interesting, he got concussive shell super fast and not much else. So he's banking on the concussive shell of the 1 Marauder he's got on the field. Unfortunately, Zerglings in the middle of the map going to be able to spot this little force here, and without some sick micro, this is going to be ugly for the Terran. And there it is. Terran loses his entire forward force here, and that's super bad news for bmywife. Is it's going to cause Tool to send out a huge round of drones, 8 drones coming out of the Zerg base right now, and that's going to increase his income dramatically. Yep, look at that. Takes the Q, he says, okay, it's lair time, lair pops, and Evo chamber goes down. So this is a great hatch first macro play from Tool. Very sound. The only thing I'm missing here is a macro hatch. I think that would be the only thing that would make this better, but you can see the composition that is planned. Meanwhile, we've got some Zerglings up front here, testing the waters on the front side. I would say mostly checking to see if there are any siege tanks here. And this is something that may be a surprise, is that there is no siege tank assaulting those Zerglings right now. Okay, so the orbital is going to finish up on the expansion for the Terran. 4th barracks is going to go down. And he's going to go ahead and do the float over to the expansion, which should help him catch up in the incomes when that does happen. But a nice solid 20 supply lead right now for Tool. It's going to make him pretty badass in this situation. Zerglings testing the water on the front side, though, and a lot of them go down to this relatively large bioforce. It's quite a large army, considering the worker count here for bmywife. And I think we can safely say that neither one of these players are diamond. Anyway. We've got a nice bunker going up front side of the Terran base. It's a little bit far back, though. I like it a little closer to the ramp area, so that they don't necessarily get to see so much vision up here. But that's kind of a big army, and you know, I mean, I'm wondering. Well, it's too late now, because guess what, son? Mutas are out. We've got 5 mutas coming for a little harassment here. Right about the 10-minute mark. These aren't the fastest mutas in the world, but they are pretty fast, and they're going to get plenty of kills here. As bmywife totally out of position for this problem here, he's going to have to head back and deal. Real slow response from him. I would say gold level sort of response time. Maybe a little bit slower than that. I don't know. Take a look at the Zerg base, though, for a second. 3rd hatch about to complete here for Tool. And it looks like Tool's well on his way to... There's your macro hatch. He's well on his way to being able to dominate this map here. The macro play at the beginning, clearly better than bmywife's opening here. So maybe bmywife is a more experienced Quake player, perhaps? Mutal is down at the expansion now, getting plenty of harassment off here, but look at that, stemming down. Running down. bmywife, though, but nice control by Tool. He's also going to follow up with additional mutas and the lings, but this is a bad idea. There's a bad value here for the Zerg. No, it's not. All the Marines go down, so now the Marauders are alone and they can't shoot the air units. As I thought there were more Marines out there. But sadly, no, and air control still in the hands of Tool. You can see bmywife's response, though. He's thinking about leaving his base with these Marauders here. And at least he's got a couple turrets up to protect this mineral line here, but he's going to have to be Johnny on the spot with the repair. Is he going to be able to do it? No! He's going to lose one of those turrets. The second turret could go down, and that could spell the end of the game here, as he's not repairing the turret at all. All of his SCVs are going to get choked to death here, as 3 Marines are going to come up and try to take down the mutas, but they can't quite do it. A couple extra mutas laying around here, a couple Zerglings over here, and the GG from bmywife here in round 1. Coming out from bmywife, Tool is victorious in the first best of 3 of this little 8-man bracket that came out of the QuakeLive qualifier.